we're here for is to talk to you about a year investigation. It is with the Levy County Sheriff's Office, Dixie County Sheriff's Office, Florida Department of Law Enforcement, DEA, and the U.S. Attorney's Office. In a minute, we're going to show you a PowerPoint and kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together. We'll answer questions with reporters at the end, but we're not going to get into the investigative part of it, how we and what we do, because we don't want to talk about that to show our hand to the bad guys. But we have many media outlets here from Dixie and Levy and Gainesville. I'd like to thank you for coming. This investigation started February 26, 2007. It's a lengthy investigation. Levy County called their operation Operation Yellow Fever. The reason being, one of the bad guys, his nickname was Yellow. So we called it Yellow Fever. And we like taking bad guys off the streets. We like taking assets. We like taking the drug money also and go to the drug forfeiture fund. We like spending drug money. We don't like drug dealers, but we do like their money. Dixie County, they called their operation Operation GILL. And that's why you see on the PowerPoint, if you go to the front page, you'll see a GILL. But this operation is one of the largest I've ever seen. Now, I haven't been in this business a long time. I've been in it about 23 years, but it is huge. It's 5 kilos of powder cocaine, that's HCl, and 50 kilograms of crack cocaine. I can tell you 50 kilos of crack is a lot. Basically, what we're looking at is the powder cocaine worth $110,000. You say, well, that's not much. But when you take the 50 kilos, it's worth 1.4 billion. So it's a huge operation. It's funny how this thing really started. Dixie County started their operation first. And once you start an operation and investigation, you got short-term and you got long-term. And this is obviously a long-term investigation. What happened was with the drug trade, when Dixie ran out of dope, the players in Dixie come to Levy and hit our drug trade. And then when Levy County run out of dope, which they do, our people would run up to Dixie. So you see how we kind of cross paths. It's interesting because with this many agencies that I indicated earlier, this was a very fluid and flexible operation. When I say that, it went very smooth. Also, I didn't recognize Chief Douglas. He's part of the Levy County Sheriff's Office Drug Task Force. He's off today, but he does have a personnel that's in the Drug Task Force, works with the Drug Task Force, and it's commanded by, if you would raise your hand, Lieutenant Scott Anderson. And no photographs of our drug people. If you see them in T-shirts, whatever, I appreciate no photographs, if you don't mind.
Delete.
That's what my job and Chad's job to do, is to get photographed, which that's what the sheriff pays us to do, so I do it. During this investigation, there were 7 federal indictments. In a minute, we'll show you who they are. There's players from Levy, there's players from Dixie. Dixie's going to talk about their players, and also 2 of them from Leesburg. Basically, on the federal indictments, which is nice on the federal side, they're looking at minimum 10 years, if convicted, to life in prison. So possibly some of these players in Levy and Dixie County, I know I won't get to see them because I can retire in a few years, and so that's a good thing. It's unfortunate the drug trade is the way it is. Levy County is no different than any other county, and Dixie County. We don't have no more drugs than anybody else. The drugs are there. So as far as the media, oh my God, we got so many drugs in Levy and Dixie, I can tell you it's everywhere. Wherever you go, if you go to Sturgis, South Dakota, you're going to run into dope. It's a lucrative thing. They know it. They take the chance. They get caught. They go to jail. Also, on the state charges, we've arrested 69 people. That is with Dixie and Levy County, with 203 felony arrests, 7 misdemeanor arrests. I see you writing, so I'll let you catch up. Miss Karen's typing.
I got it all. I can
You're
read that to you.
You're good. With that, the third and 8th Circuit of the State Attorney's Office will be prosecuting them cases. Represented by the 8th Judicial Circuit is Mr. Glenn Bryan, if you'll raise your hand. Glenn does a very good job, handles our drug cases. We have a prosecutor just assigned to the drugs in Levy County and has a very good working relationship with our drug task force. I can say that Sheriff Smith and Sheriff Hatcher, the rapport is very good as far as talking. They talk on a weekly basis during this operation and kept up to speed of what was going on. There's a lot happening real quick. Even though it took a year, there's a lot of bad guys here that was federally indicted and also on state charges.